Hello, Cancer. This is Kat's Real Life Mystic Tarot. I'm here for your September 2019 reading. I like to start out, I usually do a meditation before I get with you guys. And I had a really interesting meditation for you guys, so let me tell you about it. Basically, I envisioned a grid, 9 squares in a grid, and in the center was Cancer, a figure representing Cancer. And as I was watching, the grid, the empty panels started to open up and flap open. And when they opened up, they telescoped back. So it became this huge opening behind Cancer, behind your person. And in it, it was almost like kind of a tunnel or like a space to infinity sort of situation. And in it were all these people going all the way back. They became smaller and smaller because they were going all the way back. And I was asking Spirit, I'm like, is this Cancer's past lives? Is this Cancer's ancestors? And really clearly, Spirit said to me, same thing, that it's the same thing. And so that was the end of the vision. It was pretty big to me because I thought, just is it possible that we carry, the lives of our ancestors within us, and that past lives are actually the lives of our ancestors? So it was just a concept, just kind of an interesting thing that I envisioned. So thought I'd share that with you. I also picked a major arcana for you. So we're going to see how that plays out in your reading. I got Justice, which usually a balancing of the scales. Obviously you know what Justice is. So let's see how that plays out in your reading. Before we start, I just want to have you take a couple of deep breaths. So if you can gaze into the flame, just breathe in, hold it, and breathe out. And breathe in, hold it, and breathe out. And breathe in and out. Release everything from your day. Release all your troubles, stress, strains. As it's time for you, Cancer. So I'm excited to do your reading. I did not do a reading for you last month. I got overwhelmed and I didn't get through all of the signs. So really anxious to do this for you. I'm going to use the Salvatore Dali deck. And what I do is I do a horoscope spread. So it's going to tell you a little bit about what's going on in every area of your life. And just so you know, I shuffle before I even begin. So everything's shuffled, and I'll just charge it up for a couple seconds before I do the spread. I hope you guys are doing great. Getting through your 2019. Looking forward to Labor Day. And here we go. First house, second house. Okay, guys. So it looks pretty good. No major arcana. I'm going to clarify right away today. I'm kind of being told to do that. So I'm using the Thelema deck for clarification. Okay. So right off the bat, I'm going to start with your image, how you're seen by the world. This is your first house in astrology. And I have eight of wands and the Fool. So you are making a quick decision. You went off and are striking off on a new direction. And others may judge it as being like, what is she doing? What is he doing? I just don't get it. This isn't like them. You know, that type of stuff. You know what you're doing. So yes, so you're made a rather hasty and quick decision and you're off. Let's see. And let's go to your fourth house because there's something interesting there. I have, now your fourth house is your home, where you live. And can be your mother or your father. I'm not really feeling that right now. But what I'm getting is the Ten of Pentacles upright. And I'm getting the Nine of Cups in reverse. So basically, you're pretty happy. And you pretty much have it all right now. Like the financial strain is not bad. Or it can be that you actually have money invested in your home, like equity or that. So it could be conversely something like that where there is money in your home. I'll, as we get the rest of the reading, you might want to pull that money for something, but that's not necessarily what I'm seeing here. But I'm seeing pretty happy. Nine of Cups, pretty darn good. And Ten of Pentacles is excellent. So in your home, not bad. Let's go to a career. Let's look at your career. So I'm going to go straight up to your 10th house, and that's your career and your reputation in the world. And you have Knight of Cups and Temperance. So I see you in some type of caring profession. It could be healing, it could be nursing, it could be working with children, it could be some type of rehab, because Temperance is about moderation. Something like that going on. I'm going to pull another clarifier for this because I want to move right now to the 6th house and see if that helps us. So 6th house is your service to the world. And right now I have 5 of Swords. You can see that very well. 5 of Swords and 4 of Cups in reverse. So there's something in your office environment, in your work environment. There's some kind of annoying energies. There's somebody that's destructive, that, there's always one of those in the office. One that just wants to cause problems. And you're kind of in this, like, been there, done that. I don't know if I can deal with this anymore. I can't deal with this person. So I don't know if you're thinking of changing professions. I'm going to pull another card right now, but there's something going on in your day-to-day work that you're having to deal with and you've about had enough. So let me get another card for the Temperance Knight of Cups in your career house. Okay, so I'm seeing you doing 2 jobs. Okay, so your day-to-day work might be the one that's been, you just have people that are just so disruptive and aren't there for the right reason. They just want to, mix it up. Your other job is the one we were describing earlier, something in a caring type profession, and tell me anything else about that. This one looks very promising as it's in your 10th house, but it's a burden. It's a lot of work. And what should Cancer do about this? Should they continue this? Should they continue this job? I don't want. It's very, very difficult to keep it up. So now the 9 of Wands, you have the 10 of Wands and now you have the 9 of Wands. So it is kind of the final push. Like if you just hang on, you can get over the hump and things will smooth out after that. And let me see what will come up for you. Let me see what will come up for you. The Star. The Star. So if you're working on something and it's in the helping professions, and it could be something that's in the spotlight, it could be something with healing, it could involve Temperance, a loosely science, but I'm not getting that it's science. Could be technology, could be on, have a YouTube or something like that. It's taking a lot of your time. You just need to push through. I'm hearing like 6 months, something like that. Just need to push through it. It's going to be tough, Cancer, but I mean, the alternative's not that great. I mean, the job that you're working at now, these people, like, how can Cancer deal with this person? What can Cancer do to just get this person to go elsewhere? What can Cancer do? So it's saying Two of Cups. Easier said than done. When someone's behaving as badly as this person probably is, and it's asking you to just be friendly, just, I don't know, extend a hand, the olive branch, something like that. Sorry, I know that that's not easy, but that's what's coming up for you. I'm going to go to your social groups because there's things going on there too. They're talking about craftsmanship here. So 8 of Pentacles, this came up in the reverse. You need time to work on your business that you're, setting up. So you're really, like we were showing earlier, so busy and tired, and you need more time to do the better job that you want to do. You're still doing a pretty great job as it is. So I've also got 10 of Swords in the reverse and 8 of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so tell you a little bit about 10 of Swords and 8 of Swords. These are problems. This is a problem with your self-esteem, with your self-confidence, with your ability to go out there and push yourself forward and really sell yourself, because you've had messages in childhood, in high school, maybe in college, maybe in your relationships, that said you're not good enough. People have tried to control you when you're starting to emerge and you're starting to, bloom, and they want to control you by pushing you down, by saying you're wrong, but by saying, no, that's not it. That's not good enough. I don't like what you're doing. You can't do that. So all those things. So these are very difficult energies. Work, if you can, on trying to release the self-doubt. When you get into a spiral of negative thinking, and I know I've done this myself, where, let's say I'm on my way to work driving and my mind's going, I can't stand what that person did, and why did they do that, and what I'm going to say next time when that person, So it was like a victimology, and you're going in a loop, and your mind is going in a loop, and as it loops around, you're getting angrier and angrier and angrier. That's the time. And it's funny, your friends will do exactly what you need to do to yourself. Your friends will change the subject, cut you off, tell you they need to go, or, oh, someone's at the door, I have to go, I can't talk, or something like that. But that's what you actually have to do to yourself. When you get in that loop, you have to shut it down. And you might have to shut it down several times in one session to get it to go away. You have to keep shutting it down, because what those energies do is they are brainwashing you into being a victim. And when you're a victim on the inside, the perpetrators will come from the outside. The people can sense it. So you're perpetuating your victimhood. So for your own sake, stop the loop. Stop that negative thinking. When it starts to spiral out of control, stop it. Attempt to meditate and take your mind off of it. If I can, I'm going to put a link. There's kind of an interesting YouTube thing that kind of helps me with that. I'll put a link in the description box for that. Okay, so that's your dilemma with work and everything that's going there. With a relationship, I have, okay, so in your 5th house of love affairs, there is, let's see if I can get a good picture. I don't have a good light right today. Okay, so King of Pentacles in reverse and 5 of Cups in reverse. So there's been a disappointment. There is an earth sign guy that you may have had an on-again, off-again relationship with. either exceedingly slow, as earth signs can be, and of course that's Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus, exceedingly slow at coming around to you, or he just isn't committing. He's kind of not giving you any hint that there's of his feelings, and you're disappointed but not really making a decision. So you're drifting along with this earth sign guy in your fifth house. So your fifth house is love affairs. Now I'm going to go to your seventh house. Okay, in your seventh house, this is of committed relationships. In your seventh house, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Wands. So I think you might receive a message, and it's going to give you an idea one way or another if this guy is going to commit, if he is very serious about you or not, Cancer. So let me get another card for that, because of course we want to know where this is headed. Let's go back to the fifth house. We'll ask about where this King of Pentacles is heading with you. Okay. So I had the World in reverse on this. So that's the World. It came up in reverse. Not feeling complete. He's not feeling complete. He's not exactly feeling like this is it, but he's not sure. And he's not willing to really let it go at this point. So, and let's get his take on the commitment. Or let's say if your relationship, not his take, because I can't do that, but his, the likelihood of a commitment, if there's a commitment in your future, what's going on with the commitment. All right, 10 of Cups. So yes, Cancer. So maybe just hang in there. Let him work through his things. And what can Cancer do to help this situation along if she or he decides, or she or he wants to move it forward? What can Cancer do? Be willing to be alone. Be willing to have space. Give him space. Give yourself space. Give her space if that's the case. So I'm sorry if I'm always seeming to talk to a female. I know there's males that watch too. But anyways, you have to give them space, and you have to have your own space, and you have to enjoy your time alone. If you enjoy your time alone, he will start to miss you, or she will start to miss you, and it will be a little bit more of a draw to that person. So really be careful if you're getting too clingy. Be careful if you're expecting to go together every night to do something or whatever. Actually ask for your own space. Say, oh, I'm going to do some stuff for myself tonight. I have some things I have planned for myself. I think that's a very good approach to this situation. Okay, so another interesting area that we have in this is what you don't know about. And this is something unseen to you. This is your 12th house. So something unseen, something going on in the background, something you don't really know that's happening. And what I'm seeing here and how I feel it is that during this time, you are building wisdom and strength. And in fact, you actually have it. And I also feel like, with my meditation in the beginning, if you were able to spend time alone, meditate, as we were talking about, the 11th house stuff, if you're able to meditate, and we were talking about the meditation earlier with the ancestors, the past lives, the past experiences, you may be able to contact and get wisdom from a very, very deep, deep place. So wisdom from a very deep place and strength. So these are beautiful cards to have. Something unseen to you in the 12th house. And the 12th house can be of mysteries or depth like this. So I'm thinking that's where the meditation that I had fits in. Okay, so your money and values. And this is the second house. Knight of Swords and Knight of Wands. So you're having a fight with yourself about spending. You may possibly be impulse spending and buying, and you really want to try to fight that, because some of these things that you're buying are just sitting around. They're junk. It's clothes. You just leave it and you forgot that you even bought it. It's a way to gratify yourself, just the purchase, but you don't need it. You don't need it. So try to cut the spending. Keep working on that. Maybe find something else that gives you some pleasure if you can. But yeah, so something about spending there. And real quickly, I'm going to go to your 8th house. 8th house, 3, 4, 7 of Cups, and 5 of Wands. Okay. So this basically is, you have a lot of choices, and you're very competitive. I'm getting like this house is about sex, death, taxes, other people's money. I think that we're going here for some sort of imagination because of the 7 of Cups. So there's something in your imagination that's competitive. So I'm thinking that you may be able to imagine the future of your business and get capital from investors in such a way. That might be one angle to that. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from that. Okay, so that about covers it for this portion. Oh, one other thing. Let's go to this. Okay, this is your 3rd house, and this is of your this is your thoughts, and it is pushing towards heartbreak and love. So maybe this guy is a lot on your mind, and you're going back and forth between compassion for what he's doing, and it could be a girl, I'm sorry. It could be your, either your significant other, but you're going back and forth between feeling love and compassion for what they're doing and feeling like heartbroken. And again, I think we just have to kind of go back to the meditation, the self-doubt, the time alone, really nurturing yourself so that you don't go into this spiral. This is more of kind of a loop, but this one is a little bit more in the relationship area. There's nothing you can do to push it forward. This is just going to take time. You have to learn to enjoy yourself and your time alone. So that's what I'm getting from that. So, and then just how justice comes into me is achieving balance. So a lot of your reading today is about just balancing your own energies, your need for other people, to be with other people, your need to be alone, your need for quiet time, your need for, to work on your own business, your need to deal with that person at work or whatever, and finding good outlets for that rather than spending money, but finding some kind of healthy outlet for those energies. So that's what I got for you today for September, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I'm going to get this card deck is the Oracle of Mystical Moments. And sometimes you can get just a really nice, just kind of intuitive addition to the reading from this. So let me see what we get from Spirit. What else can we tell Cancer about September 2019? Is there anything else that they really need to know about 2019, September, for Cancer? What can they use? So I got to the moon and back. The sense that I got from this is that you deserve someone who loves you to the moon and back. And you can't push for that, and you can't make it happen. And the first person that has to love you that much is yourself. So spending time with yourself, again, spending time nurturing yourself, and find some compassion in your heart and really feel it in your heart for yourself, and some love for yourself. And I'm not saying just look in the mirror and love the outside. Like, no, it's not that. It's just love for this person that has feelings and experiences, and has loved others, and is a source of joy. I mean, just loving your own heart is what that's about to me. Okay, Cancer. So I'm going to let me just get this mystical shaman oracle, and I'm going to get one card for you. Now this one I'm going to have to read because I don't know these by heart, but actually the reading is usually pretty amazing and a pretty good wrap up to whatever we're doing. Okay, here we go. The Vision Quest. I like that. Let's see what it says here. Okay, where did he go? There we are. It's a beautiful card. Let me get you a good look at that. The Vision Quest. Find clarity by spending time alone in nature. If you live in a city, go for walks in a park. If you live in the country, make sure that you spend time outside in contemplation. Get off the couch, get away from your desk, go outside. Spirit helps those who help themselves, so set your intention and ask nature for a guiding vision for your life. Spirit has been trying to contact you but received no answer. You are too busy with your life, and there's too much noise inside your head. Do not miss the call again. Make room for quiet time this evening, allow yourself to become bored for a little while, and you'll be able to hear the important message trying to get through. Wow, Cancer. I kind of reiterated what we were talking about. So, good luck, Cancer. I will see you next month and check in with you. I hope that your September is awesome. And please like, share. If you like this reading, please subscribe, share, like, or give me a comment. Thanks a lot, and take care.